What's up?
You look good now?
Yeah. It's cool.
Adrien, do you see this fight potentially being a war, a fight of the year kind of candidate?
Any fight could be a war, but we ready for whatever it is. I don't give a fuck.
How do you feel about opening up as an underdog against Pacquiao?
Shit, started out I was an underdog. I came from the trenches. This shit for the hood.
You want to finish with the career of Manny Pacquiao?
I wouldn't never want to end somebody's career, but if it happened, it happened.
You feel like you're in the best shape of your life right now for this fight?
Yeah, we in shape. We in shape right now. Yeah, we in shape.
Kevin said this is your best training camp he's ever seen.
Yeah. I said the same thing. We had a hell of a training.
Usually when fighters cut weight, they're in a bad mood, they're not smiling, you're smiling. You're in a good place.
Yeah, I ain't got that much weight. I could have made weight 2, 3 weeks, 4 weeks ago, man. We straight.
What tendencies do you see in Pacquiao with this fight coming up? Whether it's a jab, a draw you in with any kind of technique?
Just watch the fight January 19th, you'll see.
Adrien, can you recall the first time you watched Pacquiao?
Nah.
You just don't remember?
I don't remember.
Hey man, you look real relaxed right now, man. What's your secret, bro?
I've been here before. It's just this fight of this magnitude. I haven't been here before, but it's just another fight to me. Another opponent. I'll be alright.
You are younger than Pacquiao. This is your best opportunity to win the fight?
A lot of people are saying my age gonna be a big factor, but I'm not looking at my age, because you got guys out there like Floyd Mayweather who stay undefeated at an older age. So I'm not worrying about age. I'm just focused on staying, just being me. As long as I go in the ring and do what AB do, I'll be victorious.
You have power in your punch. Is possible the knockout?
Of course. Ain't no mystery. He's been asleep 3 times.
Adrien, despite some setbacks, do you still feel like you're right where you were always going to be, 29 years old on pay-per-view against Pacquiao?
I'm AB. They couldn't do it with nobody else. If it was anybody else, y'all wouldn't be here. And that's facts. Y'all only here because I'm AB.
When you were 12, it was like you had some wisdom already. If people were looking at that all access, when you told the lady, if I wasn't boxing, I might be out robbing. And how did you already have that wisdom at 12 years old to have that perspective?
Watching my big brothers, man, Then I did grow up, and then I was robbing. But I bounced back, and I'm here. My story is real. My story is crazy, and I'm just blessed in a great spot.
Adrien, Chino Maidana made a video last week saying he's leaving retirement. He said to me, you was the harder puncher he ever fought. Now he's leaving, retiring, maybe. You are interested in a rematch?
I always wanted to fight him again. We fought on Saturday. I wanted to fight him again on Sunday. I tip my hat to Chino, and I wish him luck on his comeback.
You mentioned the 3 times that Pacquiao's gone to sleep. What about that Marquez counter? Because there's been a lot of talk that you're going to try to land the same type of punch.
Every fighter is different, but if I touch him flush, though, I know I'll put him out.
Kevin's talking about that. In this fight, it might not be about throwing more punches, it's just about throwing the right punches. Is that right? You don't feel like you got to match Pacquiao's work rate to win the fight?
That's with every fight, man. A lot of fighters, when they go into certain fights, they try to match somebody's output, and they already wrong. Boxing is about the right shots, and I think I had a hell of a training camp, and I'll be victorious January 19th.
All right, so let's be honest. You're going to try to get him out there early.
I mean, if it happened, it happened. I ain't going in looking for the knockout, but if it presents itself, I'm definitely taking it for sure.
Is the most important fight in your career?
Is an elephant heavy?
Is this the most important fight in your career?
Is an elephant heavy?
Is the elephant heavy? Is the elephant fat?
No. The most important fight. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Adrien, that same All Access episode, you said one of the things you did, some of the things Floyd said one year out the other, but one of the things you remember is you got to be better to yourself, spoil yourself. Is there anything else Floyd told you over the years that stuck with you could share with us?
It's a lot of things he told me, man, that stuck with me. But honestly, I really ain't here to talk about Floyd, though. You know, I tip my hat to him. He just made some easy money in a minute, you know. I tip my hat to him. You know what I'm saying?
Where do you see your career going after this Pacquiao fight? Just like you're already a star, but is this like the
I take over
springboard?
boxing. You know, don't get me wrong, you got a lot of good guys in boxing. But, you know, they just can't do what I do. They don't bring what I bring to the table. And with a win like this over Manny Pacquiao, you know, it put me right where I once was and right where I was going to be.
What do you think about size in this fight? You and Manny usually fight guys bigger than yourselves. So what's it going to be like fighting a guy who's your own size this time?
I don't look at that either, man. You know, once that bell ring, I make my adjustments and I go out there and get my victory.
Do you know yet who's walking you out? Everybody's asking you.
Huh. Yeah, I see January 19th. I can't let y'all know right now.
Is it Rick Ross?
Nah. He want to though. He want to just walk with me. He might just walk with me, but he ain't doing the music.
Is R. Kelly still in your playlist? Or?
You know that ain't right.
Hey.
I know you coming out with 21 Savage or something. A lot.
Adrien, what was it like to go to the homeless shelter yesterday and give out food and clothes and stuff?
It was great, man. You know, seeing them smile, you know what I'm saying, giving them food, you know, it was a great experience.
Did they tell you anything?
Yeah, they told me a lot of crazy stuff. They said a lot of crazy stuff to me. But, you know, it's part of the environment.
You were talking about, you know, setting your kids up for life with this fight and fights after. With that being said, does that mean there's no way Manny could match your hunger for this fight? Because that's what you're fighting for.
I've been hungry. Where I come from, shit, we don't get opportunities like this. I've been hungry. Still hungry.
What do you mean by when they say they gave you a chance to make $100 million? You mean if you beat Pacquiao, you think you make that in your next fight?
I don't know if I don't make it this fight.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Adrien, when you say that you are doing the fight for the hood, I mean, do you have anything to say to your fans before you enter the ring with Manny Pacquiao?
I remember you from LA. I told you to take your deep breath when you asked your questions, baby.
I did. I'm here.
You did a little better today. But you know, it's just my environment. That's what I'm used to, and you know, I'm doing this to let everybody out there know. Just follow your dream and don't ever let nobody tell you that you can't do something. That's my boy right there.
That's what's up.
Maybe did you feel like you had to change anything apart from the three fights that didn't go your way? Did anything have to change from this camp apart from the three?
Of course, a lot had to change, and that's when what I said on All Access. You know, I just had to be more selfish, you know, because I got a heart as big as my career if I stop fucking around. So, you know, I just had to dedicate myself to the sport, you know, get 100%.
How was the sparring with Magdalena?
Funny. It was good. It was good work. Funny.
Funny?
Yeah.
With like jokes and into though?
Huh? I mean, it was good work. It was funny though. I had fun.
Was it different how you felt in sparring this time compared to other fights? You felt sharper or different?
Yeah, real sharp. I want to give a shout out to my great sparring partners, Mike Reed, and I don't even know the names of everybody I was sparring, but I had some great work, and they got me prepared. But Mike Reed was one of the main sparring partners, and he definitely did his job.
After being in the ring with you, he told me this is easy work for Adrien Broner, your next fight.
Oh yeah. Yeah, their worst days was on Mondays. That's their worst day. That was their worst days.
Does the legacy as it pertains to the sport in boxing, does that mean a lot to you still, or is it about?
Of course, it's always about money. But for me, my legacy means so much to me, you know, because after I'm done with this shit, you know, I want my children and well, some of my children to look up like my dad did this, so I got to try to reach that goal or go further than that. So, you know, my legacy means a lot to me.
So what if your sons want to get into boxing?
They already are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anything else?
Thank you.
Thank you, Adrien.
This would be the biggest win since Aaron Pryor beat Alexis Arguello for a Cincinnati fighter. What do you think about that?
Think so?
That was the 80s.